Welcome to As a Crow Flies Hiking. Recently, my buddy Squid from Gone Feral with Squidly contacted me and said, hey, let's get together and talk about the principles of leave no trace. So Keith, also known as Squid, reached out to a bunch of other YouTubers in the backpacking world and said, hey, do you want to take a principle of leave no trace and we'll do a video each day for a week? I was given number 7, which is respect for other visitors or hikers or backpackers. So that's what I'm doing. But there are 6 other people involved in this little collaboration of Leave No Trace. First, there is Terry Young Outdoors. Second, there is Huck Outdoors. And third, there is Southern Hikes or Taylor. Fourth, there is Andy from Metro on the Move. Number 5 is Squid, Gone Feral with Squidly. Number 6 is Melissa from Unlikely Hiker. And then me, I've got the last principle. So check out numbers 1 through 6. Those videos should have already been released by the time mine is released today. They will have all the information on Leave No Trace and the 7 rules. And also check out the website of Leave No Trace. They have all the information regarding these rules. I think it's very important that we as backpackers and people in the outdoor community leave the trail and the outdoors and the wildlife and the wilderness as we found it. Maybe even better than we found it. So instead of me talking about it here inside in my little studio, I'd rather take you out on the trail and talk about it on the trail. So let's go. Rule number 7, respect for others in the outdoors. I'll take you outdoors and talk about it.
One big part of leaving no trace and respect for others on trail is when you're hiking uphill, like as you can tell I'm doing now, the people that are coming down should give way to the people going up. I think it's a respectful thing to do so it doesn't stop their momentum as they're going up the trail. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but it sure is nice when people stop when you're going up the trail and they give you that momentum you gain. Because I don't have a lot of momentum. Anything I got, I like to keep. The other part about being respectful to others on trail is using these things. Cell phones or portable speakers on trail. I pass so many people that I hear some music coming out of nowhere and then they've got a speaker on the back of their pack blaring something. Usually it's music I don't like, which begs the question, everybody has a different taste in music and you don't want to hear somebody else's music, especially on trail when you are hiking to get away from society anyway and all that kind of noise. I will say though, I have to be honest that there are some times when I'm by myself, if I'm gonna play some music on the trail and I'm by myself, and I know I'm by myself, there's nothing like some good old 80s hair bands when I'm on trail. But it's really disrespectful when you're on trail and you come across it. Because not everybody has the acquired taste of Def Leppard like me.
One of the big items for respecting other people on the trail is especially in camp. When you're in camp and you have somebody come in late at night, number 1, they should put their headlamp on the red and not the white, because it goes so much sharper when it's going through people's tent. And when you come in, then it just shines in your tent. If it's on red, it's just not quite as real sharp on your eyes. The red kind of dulls it. It's easier to not disturb people. And the second thing in camp is to respect hiker midnight. And that is when you come in to camp late in the evening, or you're just in camp with somebody else that you don't know, hiker midnight, I don't know if it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever. I think it's around 8 p.m. But everybody should be quiet. And that is a huge problem, I think. A lot of people that don't respect that. They just come in, they're goofing off and carrying on or drinking or whatever. And that's a big problem for people who want to go to bed, especially through hikers who want to get up real early the next day. Just something else to consider, respect for others in the Leave No Trace rule number 7.
staying in the shelter last night, one of the last things I'll say about Leave No Trace number 7, respecting others, is always have your headlamp on red. And also hiker midnight at 8 o'clock is a big deal. And everybody here last night was really cool. They stayed quiet. Even the guys that got up really early and headed out, they were very quiet. One of the biggest rules is, I think for Leave No Trace, don't set up your tent in the shelter. I don't know why you do it, but a lot of people do. Or hammock. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for watching this episode of As the Crow Flies Hiking and Leave No Trace and the 7 principles. I have number 7. All the rest of the people have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is just mine. Appreciate you. See you on the next adventure.